Hello class 5. This is the third part of the chapter Torrid Zone. As you know that in previous two videos we have discussed about the torrid zone and especially the equatorial, that means where we get the equatorial forest and when we get the tropical forest also, and we also have discussed about the different kinds of characteristics of tropical region and the equatorial region. And we also have discussed about why the equatorial region is called as evergreen forest, and we were discussing about the equatorial region, the forest of the equatorial region. We also discussed about the four layers of the forest, and we also discussed about that means what are the that means the layers of the forest are called. And now in this video I am going to share with you that about the animals, especially the animals. You know that this place is having lots and lots of what to say, that's different kinds of animals and different kinds of trees also. So we have discussed about these trees and forest, and now we are going to discuss about the animals. Okay, so in this video we are going to discuss it. Now students, as I have told you that in this video I am going to tell you about the animals in the forest. So you can see that I have written that thousands of varieties animals, that means different kinds of birds, thousand kinds of birds, fish and insects are there in this forest. Okay, the warm climate and the variety of vegetation make life suitable for many different kinds of animals, and so that is why the thousands kind of varieties of birds, fish and insects in the world, and more than half of this are found in the hot zone, especially in the that means the evergreen forest. Okay, that means the equatorial forest. Now if you remember that in the previous video I discussed with the different kinds of layers of the forest. So if you remember that there were four kinds of layers. Okay, emergent layer, which is the tallest one, then the canopy, huge one, and understory just below the canopy, and then the last one, that is forest floor. So we have discussed about the that means forest of these four parts. Now we are going to discuss about this animals of this forest. So emergent layer, which are the animals we can get to know, we get to see in this place. You can see here I have written only birds and bats. That means, as you know that emergent layer means the tallest one. Okay, the tallest part of the forest. So here only the birds and the bats, especially that can fly that high. Okay, fly the high. So this type of animals are being seen in the emergent layer. Now we can see canopy. Okay, so canopy layer means you can understand very well if you remember that just after the emergent layer, that is canopy. So in canopy is just like it looks like umbrella, and it should be very huge one. So in that creatures that has fine food, and the creatures who can move easily through the thick network of branches. Okay, that means from one branch to another branch to another branch. That means this canopy layer is a very huge one. So that's why the creature which can move easily from one branch to another, one network to another, thick network, not one branch to another. That means it is very thick one in canopy. Okay, so in the thick forest, the animals who can move easily to find out the food, they can live in this canopy layer. Now here number 3, understory. you know that just below the canopy this is understory, and if you remember, I taught you about the understory. This place is very dark and damp because canopy looks like the umbrella, and as canopy looks like the umbrella, so it does not allow the sun rays and the rain into the understory part. Okay, so in the part that means the forest, the place is very dark and damp. For that means soil is not very fertile, and that means creatures that can live in light height. It should have the light height, not very good height like the emergent layer. So light height, that trees and plants can stay in this understory. Okay, next one, that is called forest floor. So here you can see forest floor means the last portion, that means the last portion of or you can say if you that's opposite, in opposite way, if you can just say that it is the first portion, that means the forest, the floor of the forest. So it is called the forest floor. So it is the you can see this here, we can get that lots and lots of insects, and especially the heavy animals means heavy weighted animals, those who can't fly, those who cannot climb up the tree. These animals can live here in this part of the forest. You should have learned some names of the animals in this torrid zone. So torrid zone means especially the equatorial forest. So here I have written this names there. In the book you can see that different kinds of animals are also there, but here in this video what I am going to show you, these animals you just learn their names, so it will be enough for you. Giant blue morpho butterfly, jaguar, gorilla, boa constrictor snake, next poison dart arrow frogs, okay, toucan and spider monkey, and different kinds of and colorful macaws. Okay, so you just read this that means chart, you just by heart this chart, the names, so it will be enough for you. Here I have written water creatures of the rainforest region. Okay, so as at the first I told you that there are different kinds of varieties, kinds of animals are there, birds are there, and water animals are also there. Okay, these warm waters are also home to a huge variety of water creatures. Okay, the rivers are generally what to say, that the rivers are filled with wild that means with the both the small and the large creatures. Okay, so here I have written some names of the water creatures. The number one, that is piranhas. Piranhas are very famous fish, names of the fish. So piranhas we get in the equatorial region. Okay, stingray, electric eel, river dolphins, different kinds of crocodiles and snakehead fish, and there are so many lots and lots of water creatures are also there. Now here you can see I have written pygmy marmoset. So what is that? It is actually one of the smallest monkeys in the world, found in the forest of South America. Is the pygmy marmoset. Its name is pygmy marmoset. Okay, and if you just if it can fit in your palm, it just means if you just take it, if you want to fit in your hand, so you just need your palm, it can be fitted. Okay.